Can you guys guess what's going to happen with this? Huh? I bet you can't. Talking about this Jeep as a trooper to carry a sheet of plywood. Followed up by, we got 6 2x4s. Let's go. The wood in. And this is the old table. We're going to get rid of this table and build a new table for the t-shirt printing machine. So why don't we turn this space into a print shop, eh? Now what we have to do is we have to take these pieces and cut them down 3 inches. Why? Because these are 1.5 inches wide. They're not actually 2x4s like they say they are. But if you take a measure tape and you measure across them, you'll see they're 1.5 inches. And so what you do is you take 3 inches off of the long board, and that way these shorter boards can nest against the end piece. And we're going to start building a desk. One thing to keep in mind is that because we're doing an 8-foot workbench from down there to down here, and each one of these seams from here all the way to here is a 4-foot section, so that means 8 foot from there to there, and then we want the overall height of the printer to be the same height as this, so that the printing bed is probably somewhere right in here. So we'll want this to be approximately 23. We can go ahead and check that real quick. How tall is that? Actually the surface is 27, which means the underside is 23. And that's what we're going by, is the underside, because we're going to measure from the underside to the floor. The next thing is we're going to take a level and level it from the back to the front to make sure this thing is sitting nice and level.
And I'm also sure you're not one to hear an entire time lapse of just random fast forwarded audio. So I figured I would just talk over it instead and remind you to be hydrated and appreciate that you've made it this far into the video and hope that you enjoyed the rest of the video, right? Because that's what we do here. We try to have fun, get a lot of dopamine, and build stuff. And of course, there's going to be a lot more to this video. This is only part 1. You know what I'm saying? So have a great day.
Now we have the workbench built and in place, and we did get a delivery of the paper cutter, which means we now have to take this piece of workbench desk and place over here. So we're going to snap to that in just a minute, and I'm going to show you this when it's finished. Are you ready? Boom. Yeah, that's looking nice. Looking nice. All we got to do now is put the paper cutter somewhere on this bench, and it'll be good to go. Right now, it's still in the box saying heavy, 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 heavy. So give me 1 second. You know, when I got the paper cutter, I wasn't actually anticipating it being that much bigger. And this nice big chonking handle just kind of slides on there like so. So put that kind of hanging off, and then now we have a proper guillotine blade. Let's go. That thing is so dangerous looking. What? On our new cutter, we need to put in 2 things. The caution, we'll get loud about hyperfixation because it's a cutting machine, right? We'll put that caution right here on the front, and then we'll put a mobility pride wrap right around this handle. I love that. It wraps. Let's go. Boom. Now we're looking all official. Let's go. Caution, don't chop your fingers off. This thing is so nice, dudes. So the next thing we're going to be doing is setting up the printer for the t-shirts here, the heat press here, and then like a fold-out table here. And then coming over into the makerspace, we actually have the paper booking, stuff like that, and there's more space. The only thing we gotta do is kind of like neaten all this stuff up, right? But it's more space.
So upon inspection of my paint brushes and paints and stuff, I've got to get some more paint and some more brushes. And what we're going to do is over here on this wall is going to be like a mural. And we're going to paint something behind here, right? Cool. So we're going to go with some paint colors. That way we can mix and match, make our own pigments, eh? And we got a base color here in the front as a primer. Then we also got some silver paint and some gold paint glitter. And both of this will go in for like the glow coming off of what we're going to paint. That's the luscious green, the feather quill gray, the cosmic blue, and red bliss. And that'll be our colors that we use to paint the tree canvas, the canopy and the trunk and everything. And we're going to do like roots on the surface of this, and then some shrooms and some stuffies. Let's go. We got all of our paints.
we're gonna use these smart bulbs to replace these bulbs here so that it'll light up the tree and look really nice. And of course, again, we got the glitter powder to go in with the paint to make shiny glow. It's gonna be so exciting. And we're nearing the end of the video, and I wanted to just let you guys know that I appreciate you watching and hanging out with me and everything. One thing I will say is that because of the time constraint and how long it takes for shipping, it's still going to be a couple of weeks before I can set up the machinery and we do a video on making t-shirts and stuff. Um, I really hope this works out because it's kind of a huge investment, but if I'm going to be doing videos on making t-shirts, I wanted the background to look nice and, not be just a plain wall really. But I don't know. I'm haven't even finished the painting. This is only part one. The second video part is going to be finishing up the painting and painting the workbench, and of course, setting up and printing a shirt and everything. So the reason this is multiple parts is because there's a lot involved in it, and it's taking a lot of time and a lot of energy. It's, of course, a very large painting as well. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the video. You guys, as of now, we officially have the background portion of the trees painted and the workbench area painted. So the next thing after this will be to paint the foreground, which will be like the trees and things like that. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying that. I will show you the next part of it as soon as we get to it.